Hi everyone, happy Queensland Day everybody. We've provided an article last week about Queensland Day and the chance to celebrate and have an interesting program focused on our great state. So I hope you took the opportunity to do that. A small update on our membership. So pleasingly, we've seen 324 new members join Scouting since the 1st of April this year. That is great, and I am sure that we are going to be able to retain them for many, many years. On that topic, I recently met with my Chief Commissioner colleagues and we discussed both growth and retention. And the challenge put in front of us was, what is our problem statement regarding growth and retention? There was considerable debate amongst the team, but agreement on a couple of points. How do we welcome new members? What are they expecting from Scouting? And do we explain who we are and what we do? I mean, we all know what Scouting is about because we've been around the movement. But for new people who have limited or no knowledge, how do we market and communicate what we do? We can have the most fantastic promotional campaign, but do we deliver what we promote? The conversation that you have with a new parent or a carer of a young person has a significant impact on their view of Scouting initially, which we then reinforce through a great program. Perhaps that's something for all of us to consider. Please don't forget the link to my ARP video and the links below if you need to use that. A further reminder to all Queensland applicants to AJ 2025 that by now you should have made your first payment to the contingent, and that allows the contingent to pay and book buses, flights, and the other components to get us all to the Jamboree. And whilst I appreciate that final payments are not due until later in the year, but the payment schedule is important in managing our engagement with suppliers to our contingents. So group leaders, can you please make sure that everyone is up to date with their payments? And should anybody require some support, there is an email below that might be able to help you. I've mentioned previously about the transition to our mandatory training modules around child safe Scouting and workplace health and safety, migrating to a 2-yearly cycle instead of the current 3-year cycle. And we've now had confirmation that that changeover is happening, effective on the 18th of June. So this was highlighted in the Scouts Australia e-news last Friday, and you will receive correspondence in the coming weeks if this change impacts on your current expiry date for those modules which will be brought forward into 2024 calendar year. Can I again highlight the importance of our behaviour as adults in Scouting? The example that we set is viewed by youth members at every interaction. So how we communicate with one another, the way we speak, the body language we display are all demonstrations of the attitude that we have. We are all in control of that attitude and approach that we take in situations. And it's important that we choose the right attitude to all the circumstances. Simply some food for thought on how we interact with each other, and I've mentioned previously the importance of our Scout promise and law in everything that we do. Take time to have a personal check-in with yourself to ensure that we are seeing your best self. I hope you have a great week and good Scouting.